Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Saturday the 14th of January 2023. Thanks for joining me. I want to use the Star Spinner Tarot for today's reading. So I'll just show you what these cards look like. Okay, and I'm just going to shuffle these and choose 3 cards to see what the tarot wants you to know about Saturday and what energy you'll be working with on this day. So let's have a look. First card is the King of Swords, the Nine of Chalices, and the Lovers. Oh, wow. Okay, so these 2 cards are very much about hopes and dreams being realized, having this amazing connection with another person or the universe or the world that makes you feel completely whole and alive. And the King of Swords is a court card. This is the ability to really make some good decisions and to generate amazing output, content, anything to do with ideas, information, communication is supported by the King of Swords. So this is someone who's really in charge of the element of air, which governs your perspective and the way you connect with other people. And the king here obviously means that you're very much in charge of that element. So anything you have to do during the day that involves a lot of communication, exchange of ideas, that's going to go very well. What's interesting to me here is that we've got this beautiful little bird and it's got this circle around it and it's kind of looking out off into a different direction, which to me is very much about what am I going to do in future? What are my plans that I can see in the here and now? How am I going to, one, decide to pursue those things, and then how do I hash out the details? So the King of Swords really allows you to get very organized when it comes to your own life and how you want to structure it, and also how you want to make changes. So with this being the King of Swords, sometimes the sword comes down and something is meant to exit and leave so that there's space for something new and better to come in. And the King of Swords can be really unemotional when it comes to making tough decisions. So even with that, if something is draining your energy and it's no longer serving any purpose, what is it that you can edit out to lighten the load and to just operate on a level that is more effective and where there isn't any waste? The King of Swords, I would say, is very good at cutting off the waste. Okay. The Nine of Chalices, usually this is a pub lord sitting in front of a bunch of cups and he's so happy and he's having such a good time in his life and in his business that he wants to give a free round to everyone at the pub. So it's his personal hopes and dreams coming true, and then it's also sharing the wealth, being generous, being grateful, and having a good time as a result of your ideas coming true. So that's interesting that we've got that after the King of Swords. So the King of Swords will give you amazing ideas and will prompt you to kind of make decisions. So what is it about your hopes and dreams that really makes sense at the moment? And where do you feel like, okay, this direction looks really practical and sensible? Maybe I could do something with an area of my life that hasn't been fulfilled yet. So in this case, we've got the Nine of Chalices. We've got this young woman dancing and she's living her dream really outside of the castle at night. So she's listening to some sort of emotional pull that says dance. That's your talent. That's what you ought to do. And she's doing it. And the red shoes, the red shoes have always been so interesting to me. There are loads of songs made about red shoes. And I think they appear in a film, correct me if I'm wrong on this, but where they are kind of associated with madness. It's like the passion is so great that you kind of dance yourself into this state of exhaustion, and it's almost too much of a good thing. In this case, the kind of feathers are flying, but she doesn't look particularly engaged or unhinged. She just seems to be lost in the process of what she's doing. So really, I think that pay a lot of attention to the thing that you do on this day that makes you happy, where you feel like compelled to do something. Compelled may be a bit strong, but you feel a strong kind of urge or drive to just pursue something that then makes you happy and that makes you feel like my hard work is paying off, my hopes and dreams can come true. It gives you a sense of optimism, and it's coupled with a sense of being grounded. So pay attention to that, and then look at any decisions that need to be made around it if you want to bring more of this into your life, or if you want to go in that direction in earnest for the first time to begin with. Sorting out your hopes and dreams and how you can manifest them and make them happen is the gift of these two cards together. And then finally, the Lovers is the 6th card in the Major Arcana, so it comes pretty early, and it's that moment in life where you connect with someone or something, and it's total love. It's like, oh, I can't believe this thing is so wonderful, or this person is it's just beyond perfect. It's like, it's a surprise. And it's a connection between two people that obviously benefits both of them. But there's also a sense of richness and creativity associated with it. And all these things stem from this good connection. It's about teamwork. It's about being honest with someone else, knowing that you can turn your back on them and that they'll still be there and help you rather than, stabbing you in the back. It's really the kind of relationship that is about true intimacy, and that then makes you feel like these apples on a tree. It's like we're ripe and full and life is good and rich. So that in itself, these two cards, I think it's a day to explore new relationships and to explore your hopes and dreams, or to do something that maybe even you put aside a while ago and to pick it up again. Like if it brought you joy in the past, to see if it still does bring you joy. And that it's very important for you to take a bit of time for yourself, I think. This isn't so much about work. It's about experiencing all the beautiful things in life that are just like these really profoundly personal kind of moments and feelings. And it's by having those experiences that things become clear. Or you go into these kind of relationship things so clearly with such a kind of clear perspective that you're very unlikely to make a mistake. And if someone today appears in your life and it seems like a dream come true, then don't immediately kind of dismiss that as, oh, I must be, wearing rose-tinted spectacles or something. On this day, it really can be true, because you're not likely to be fooled. You've got a crystal clear perspective on what's happening. You're in a good spot. You're in the moment and enjoying something that's really a significant and meaningful part of you. And that either leads to a new love in terms of you find or rediscover what you love to do, or it's an actual person or a place or a thing. So it's important, I feel, to have some time for yourself if possible. I mean, if you're not working, all day long. But then to go out into the world in a way that you enjoy, and to connect with new people, or to pursue something that's an interest, any of those things I've mentioned. It's, I feel, important to engage with others, because a lot of that good energy is going to come via other people or new places or things that you're interested in pursuing. Number-wise, we've got the King. That's a chord card, so that counts as 1. And 9 is 10. And 6 is 16. 1 and 6 is 7. And 7 is the mind and creativity. So that's very much about these two cards, your ability to assess and to really get it right, to create meaning, and then to get clear on what makes you feel creatively alive and what allows you to express your feelings, and to have that process where you do lose yourself in the moment and you're doing something so magical that it kind of swallows you up for a second. So if you haven't got that in your life today, it's really easy to discover a new love or a new kind of presence in your life that gives you that kind of sensation. Okay, so I hope that gives you an idea of what you'll be working with. If you'd like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on book your reading to audio reading with me. And if you like this video, then give it a thumbs up. Please hit subscribe and share the video online. Have a wonderful day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.